Hold please. 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 Hi, happy new year, everyone. Happy new year. Let me put something on these lips because they are dry. Let me put some white on these dry lips Today is the second day of the new year, babes. Are you like me and already are like fatigued? I'm seeing all these Valentine's Day notifications and different things coming up. And I'm like, I haven't even gotten over Christmas yet. And we're already on Valentine's Day? How is that possible? But welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Feminine Melanin. Welcome in. Here I go. Here I go. I know. I'm totally exhausted too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And to those babes in the class, hello and welcome, everyone. All right. So we have a topic for today, right? It's a Thursday thought. I'm going to be bringing these thoughts to you guys every Thursday. Today's thought is about all of this hoopla that's been going on about the Walmart Birkin, also known as the Wirkin bag, and whether or not people will buy that or whether they will save their money for the real Birkin. I want to get into it. I want to discuss it because there's a lot to unpack here, and I know that there are babes in each camp, right? And I want to kind of talk about each camp. Is it frozen? Oh my goodness. Can you not see me? Can you not hear me? Let me know. Let me know because I'm talking. I'm talking. So let me know if you can't hear me or see me. All right. So I'm going to keep going. Let me know if you cannot hear me or see me. So yeah, there's been a lot of hoopla about whether or not you want to buy a Walmart version of the Hermes Birkin bag or whether you want to save your money and get the real thing. I know we've got babes, like I said, in each camp, those that want the Walmart because they don't care and they just, want a good quality bag. And we'll get into all of the specifics in a moment. And there are people in the camp that are like, nah, if I want a Birkin bag, that's what I'm going to get. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to get the knockoff. I'm not going to get something of lesser quality. I'm going to wait for what I want, which is the real thing. So that's the question that I pose to you, babes. Is there nothing like the real thing, babes? Do you want a Walmart Wirkin, as they call it? Or are you going to save and wait for the Hermes Birkin and get that? So that's going to be the topic for today. I am going to put a poll up to see if you all want the Walmart version or the Hermes version. So we're going to start our poll and let you all weigh in. So we're going to just type that in. How's everybody doing today? Let me know. Let me know. All right. So we're going to start the poll. Here's the poll. Walmart Wirkin or Hermes Birkin? Now, as we talk about this, I am going to put up something on the screen. And later on, we're going to do another poll. I love to do these polls, babes. So let me show you which is real. All right, babes. So you have up here two versions, the left and the right. And at the end of the show, we're going to find out which one you think is the real version, the one on the left or the one on the right. I will tell you some things about both of them. You gotta wait, boo. You gotta wait. So that'll be the next poll as we get towards the end. You say the right, feminine melon. Okay. Wait till we officially launch the poll. But let me talk about both of them. So the Hermes bag, the Hermes Birkin, named for Jane Birkin. She was a popular model, and as legend calls it, she was flying in a plane with one of the CEOs and designers of Hermes. And they started talking, and they came up with the idea, well, Jane Birkin did, that she really wanted a utilitarian bag that can hold all the things that she needed for flights or for running errands or whatever. She wanted a big, sturdy bag that she can use for that purpose. And so they took in that information, the CEO did, and what he decided to do was create this bag. So this bag was created and named for Jane Birkin. And when they decided to create this bag, they hand stitched and handmade this bag, which I am told they still do to this day. They still hand make these bags, which is one of the reasons why it is a lot of money. So they are really meticulous about the hand craftsmanship of this bag. And it takes several years to make this bag because of the painstaking labor that goes into making these bags. So there's been a lot of debate, and even before this debate came about, there's been many debates. Counterfeit bags or dupe bags have never been new to the luxury community. There've always been people who either prefer to get the luxe version or prefer to get the knockoff version. Even people who are well-to-do or quote unquote wealthy, they do shop and purchase the knockoff bags. One, for safety reasons, if they are traveling out of the country or they're, working, in and around urban cities, they want to just have the illusion of the real bag, but, for whatever reason, they don't want to get ripped off of having their new bags. So they would go and get the knockoff version. It's an insurance thing, to make sure that, you keep your valuables in a locked safe or somewhere safe where you're not going to get robbed. And then you carry around the duplicate copy so that in the event, God forbid, that you do get robbed, you're not out of your bag. Now, these bags, if you were to go in Hermes, first of all, you will not be able to just walk into an Hermes store and purchase it. You have to get on a list. So for that, you have to apply for an appointment at Hermes. You have to get on the list for the SA to purchase this bag. And the waiting list is very long. So that's another reason why some well-to-do people and some people who have the money to buy it choose to not get it and just get the counterfeit, because it's quicker to have. Some of these luxury dupes or super dupes, as they're calling it, they're very easy to make, and they're very close to what is the actual original piece. So you've seen like the Dior counterfeits. Before that, Chanel's had, plenty of issues with counterfeit bags. And the list keeps growing and growing. Dior is one of the latest ones that I can remember that had like this big splash about it. But if you Google like luxury bags, even in this space, you will see a lot of people who are quote unquote handbag experts that talk about the differences and the nuances and between the real and the counterfeit. And also if the real is even worth purchasing. A lot of people say, because of all that hoopla, like I said, with the Dior counterfeits, people were saying, well, why should I buy the Dior version when they're made by people who actually make the counterfeits? It's been told that they ship people in from mainland China to the factories in Milan and in Italy to make these bags. And so they go back to their country at the end of, their time in the sweatshops of Italy, and they go back to their home and they just duplicate it for the Chinese market. They're able to stay home with their families. They're able to reproduce all of these bags that they've already produced over in Italy and charge a fraction of the price. So a lot of luxury handbag companies are facing a decline right now because people are saying, well, if I can get just as good a bag from mainland China and these super dupe, super fake um, companies and factories than I can get from the factories that y'all ship them in for to make the real thing. Why pay for the real thing when I can get a copy almost made by the same person? So we're going to talk about that, babes. I think it's really interesting that this has come up now with this nuance, because what I'm seeing in the trades and what I'm hearing on the streets is that people are tired of companies like Hermes, like Chanel, like Louis Vuitton charging a exorbitant amount of money for these bags that, again, you can essentially get the same thing from essentially the same people that worked for these companies to get you a super fake. So is it, something that we want to do? I know I have my own personal feelings about it, but I want to hear from you, babes. Like, what do you feel about what's going on in the industry? I know if you've been on any YouTube space for any length of time, or on TikTok or any of these other social media platforms, you've seen all of the hoopla about what's going on. You've seen people unbox it. And aside from the heat embossed stamp, it's really hard pressed for me to see what the difference is between the left and the right. Of course, I know because I put these pictures up which one is real and which one is the fake. But if they're closed like this is, can you really tell the difference? Can you really tell which is which? And by the way, I am finishing up my champagne that I enjoyed during the New Year's Eve. So this is Veuve Clicquot, and this is a vintage bottle. So it's been aged for a long time, and it's so crisp and sharp and so smooth and creamy. So cheers to the new year, to all my babes. Happy New Year. Let's discuss. What do you think? What do you think? I've seen people, like I said, in both camps. Some people are saying, look, I have the money to purchase a real bag. That's what I want. And I'm going to seek that. And then some people who don't really care. They're like, hey, this is a fraction of the price that you would pay for Hermes. Hermes Birkin bags retail at like $20,000. Depending on the size, you might be able to get one for like 10 or 15 if it's the smaller version. And they have a couple of different sizes, but for the most part, you're going to be spending several $1,000s on the bag. Now, what Walmart did was make something also made with genuine leather, also nicely handcrafted. You're not going to get the Hermes box or, all the bells and whistles that come with an Hermes bag, but essentially all of the main components of the Walmart version is in the Hermes Birkin version. So they put all of those things into their version. So is it worth the money? I don't know. I don't have the Walmart version. And I'll be honest, I debated on getting it for the sole purpose of showing it to you all. But I'm like, well, here's the thing. I also don't own a Hermes Birkin. So why would I get a knockoff of something that I don't have a real thing of? And for me personally, I don't buy knockoff bags. I'd rather wait and get what I want of the real version rather than sacrifice, get something of lesser quality and not be happy with it. I'm also very hard on my bags. I'm very hard on my shoes. I'm not the gentlest person when it comes to, my shoes and my bags. So I need that quality to be there, because if it's not there, if it is a lesser quality than the real version, what's going to happen is I'm going to get scratches on it. I'm going to get tears on it, and it's not going to look nice. So then I'm not going to wear it. So my thing is, for the cost per wear, I'd rather get something that is real, that is durable, that will last. And if something does go wrong, I can take it to the store. Like right now, I have an Alma bag that I got from Louis Vuitton years and years and years ago, when I actually lived and worked in New York City, and they first opened the Soho store of Louis Vuitton, which was right near my office where I worked. And I went there to the store and I purchased that bag. Actually, I purchased a couple of bags from the Louis Vuitton store there. I got a wallet. I had gotten the Alma bag. I had gotten what I now use as a crossbody bag, but it's essentially looks like a little messenger bag. I love that bag. What else did I get? I got the little pochette bags. I've gotten a lot of bags from Louis Vuitton, and I also have a Chanel bag. I also have some YSL bags. I have a lot of different designer bags in my collection. So I can say with full confidence, like, I would rather wait for what I want than to purchase something that's not what I want, just for the sake of having it. However, like I said, when I first looked at this bag and I first heard about this, I was like, I might get that pink bag, because again, it's made with real leather, which is important to me. And if it's closed like this, you can't really tell between the real and the counterfeit. So could I get this? Who knows? Who knows? Let me hear what you guys are saying. I know Feminine Melanin had a couple of things that she was saying in here. You think the one on the right is real, and I like the one on the right. That's why. Okay. Okay. And then Feminine Melanin says, I don't want nobody buying the knockoff, cheaper version of my stuff. I'm just saying. A lot of people agree with you, Feminine Melanin, and I do not disagree with you in this. I think that depending on your personal taste and what you feel, because a lot of people, say that they don't care either. There's, like I said, people in both camps. I think for me, I personally like going into the store, like the experience of buying it, like the experience of, owning something that, God forbid, if I needed to, I can take back to the store and get it fixed. And a lot of people, a lot of companies like Louis Vuitton, like Chanel, they will, for the life cycle of your bag, repair it, fix it, do whatever it needs to be done. So I like that. You said you're against it, and I felt that way before I started my brand. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I like that. Um, like my daughter wants certain brands, and I'd be like, not that knockoff ish. Get your money up in life. One, get your money up in life. Two, it is stealing from the creator. Three, why pay half the price to have someone call you out? And that's real too. I was watching a content creator that I follow, and she was like, you know, even though people don't like to admit it, they like the flex factor, right? The quote unquote flex factor. They like the idea of having the original on their arm, something that, they can't, get clocked on, and, having that flex of, yeah, my bag is real. Yeah. But I think with all these nuances of super fakes that are out there, I think it's getting harder and harder to tell the real versus the counterfeit, especially when you consider the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, the same people are actually making it. Um, a lot of these companies are pulling people over from mainland China because it's cheaper to get their labor. They hold them up in the factory in Italy, away from their families, away from their children and whatnot. And they're put in these shops for the sole purpose of recreating these designer bags. Now, they show them how to make it and give them the materials and all of that stuff. But essentially, the people of Italy are not making these bags anymore. So the whole made in Italy, there's a workaround, because yes, it is technically made in Italy, but it's made by these Chinese and Asian people who are coming over, getting the training that they need to make these bags, and then making them in the sweatshops. So really, what are you supporting? Because the creator, quote unquote, is taking a lot of shortcuts in order to produce these bags. So are you really getting the quality that you seek with these bags, or is it just a step above a counterfeit? um let's see. Feminine Melon says half price is too high to be clown. Yep, I can understand that. I can understand that. I can still get my LV repair from the 90s. So daughter using them now in college. Yeah, I mean, I still have my bags. Like I said, for goodness, I got my bags probably in like the late 90s, like you did. And to this day, I can take them into Louis Vuitton and get paired. Like I said, I have an Alma bag that one of my straps completely broke off from the body of the bag. So I have to take it in to Louis Vuitton to get fixed, because if you take them to like a shoe repair or somewhere else that is not an official certified place to get them fixed, then they will no longer guarantee the warranty. So it has to go back to Louis Vuitton in order to get it fixed. So that Alma is like the next bag that I'm going to take and get fixed. There's also like there are two pairs of Chanel shoes that I need to take in and get those repaired as well. So I love the idea of being able to go into these stores and take my bags in to be repaired. So I agree. I love the fact that I can do that. And again, I love the flex of being able to do that because God forbid if anything happens, I can take it in and get that done. But the same can be held true for my bracelets. As you know, I always like have a stack of bracelets on my arm, and I love being able to go into David Ehrman or into David Ehrman or Tiffany's to get my bags fixed or get my bracelets fixed. So I have most of my things from those two, but I am looking to get our Hermes bracelet this year. So that will also be one of the things that I get from Hermes to utilize in 2025. Just wiped off my camera. So Feminine Melanin says, listen, they can buy Fuji as long as Fuji don't have my symbol on it, as long as they don't say it's Fuji, etc. But see, that's the thing. It does say the designer label on it. So, good evening, Rana. Hello, how are you? Welcome back, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and share it out. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for coming. Like number 6, I love that. Yay. They make it, but you see the difference for sure. I saw someone do a video on the fake and the real, and I'm like, child, no. Yeah, I think there are subtle differences, and with every nuance of these super fakes, the companies are getting wiser and are putting different things in so that when you do take it to the store or you do go out or whatever, those in the know will know whether it is a fake or whether it is a real bag. So everything from the serial number to hidden heat stamps to different numbers or letters within the bag lets you know whether or not it is real or not. Even if you look at things like the Louis Vuitton version of the bags that Pharrell Williams had done, he put like different markings inside of that bag. So although the outside may look like it, the inside tells the tale of whether or not it is real or counterfeit. Hey, Edna, welcome in. How are you? Feminine Melon University says Fendi still treating me right. The benefit is worth it, but don't get it twisted. If I can buy it twice, I will get one. I'm not going broke over it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that, again, you should always have more money in the bank than you have in your closet. So I am very comfortable with buying my time, waiting, and getting something that I really want. And like I said, I'm very hard on my things. So for me personally, I have to get the real version of things because I know myself and I know that I will rip something up or tear something in a minute. Like I said, I've had that Alma bag since the 90s, and it's had its share of wear and tear because I used to wear it and use it all the time. But if that were a counterfeit bag, it would have been destroyed in like a month, maybe less than a month. So I feel like, again, the cost per wear for me is well worth it to get something that the quality is there, the craftsmanship is there, and should anything go wrong, I can take it into the store with confidence, knowing that I purchased it actually from the store. Which leads me now to the other thing. So I am not adverse to going to a resale market and getting a bag from the resale market. But even with that, you have to be careful, and there is buyer beware even with those things, because although they try to, authenticate everything, sometimes things slip through the crack. I have seen some of the brands that I personally shop for resale and vintage finds get duped by people who bring in these bags that are super fake. So again, like, you really, really, really have to make sure when you purchase these bags from authorized retailers or resellers that you do your due diligence. Don't just rely on them to authenticate the bag. You yourself go and get it privately authenticated, so that you don't have the issue where you want to maybe flip that investment to maybe get something else, only to find out that you can't do that because it is not the real thing. Hey, my soror Michelle is here. She says, I feel uncomfortable with counterfeit. Yeah, same here. I do feel that, me personally, I don't want to carry around the counterfeit. But like I said in the beginning, I was very, very, very tempted to get the Walmart version just because of the craftsmanship that I see there. Now, again, how it comes packaged, not ideal. And how it's presented is not ideal. But I do like the fact that they're using real leather, that they're using real hardware, that the hardware that is on the bags will not tarnish, will not fade. Because those are the things that will, definitely clock you when you are sporting a non-real item. But in hindsight, I'm glad that I didn't get it, because for me, I think that besides the purposes of sharing it with you all, would I really wear this out and about? Probably not. I know my partner, when I said, "Oh yeah, I want to get this bag," the first thing he said was like, "No, you don't. You don't want this bag. I know you. You're not going to um, like it with the same, or treat it with the same reverence that you would your other bags." And I hate to say it, but he's right. He is right. He is right in the sense that I'm hard on bags. I know that I'm going to be very, rough with it, because I'm rough with all my other bags. And if there is any doubt about the craftsmanship of the bag, it would be someone like me to bring it out, because of the fact that I'm so hard on my bags. Michelle says, I rather have nothing. Again, you're speaking to the choir. I get it. I totally get it. But there are some that's like, hey, a bag is a bag is a bag. What makes this bag different from this bag is maybe the materials that they used, maybe, the extra detailing and craftsmanship that goes into an Hermes versus a real. But to the naked eye, the novice eye, Like if I just saw these two together and I didn't know, would I be able to tell? Probably not, because my eye is not trained for spotting the nuances. Now, if it were a Louis Vuitton bag or something that I have multiples of in my collection, probably I would be able to tell because I have reference points from my own collection. I think I would be more able to tell which is real and which is not real, from looking at it, because I have so many in my collection. So I can draw on that experience to inform me about the authenticity of the bags. Feminine Melanin says, I saw my cousin buy a 3K tiny clutch and I was like, child, no. Just so you can say you got something real from them, shaking my head. Again, here's the thing. I like what I like, right? And most people who are into luxury, who are into buying luxury, even luxury makeup, they don't want to settle for second best. They don't want to settle for something that they can get off of like eBay or what's the other one, Poshmark or whatever. Not to say that they sell counterfeits, but it's more likely to happen with those retailers than a Real or a Fashion File or My Teresa or other companies like that that are striking down on making sure that their authenticity is really on point. Because again, it's their reputation that is on the line if they sell you something that they authenticated, but then again, it's not real. So it's their reputation. Case in point, I had bought a pair of Fendi boots on Poshmark, and they advertised it as real. They said, it was real. The box looked just like the box that I have for my shoes. The dust bags looked the same, all of that. And when I got it and I compared it to the shoes that I have, I'm like, the shoes and the boots don't match. They're not coinciding with what I know to be real, from these real shoes that I have to now these boots that I don't think are real. So what happened in that case was I started a dispute. I won the dispute. I got my money back and I destroyed the shoes per Poshmark, because Poshmark will not have you send back the counterfeit because they're afraid that that person will then go and try it again with someone else. So they'd rather have me destroy the product, show them proof that I destroyed it, and send it to them rather than me sending it back to the seller. So that's what I did. And then I ended up getting a real pair of the Fendi boots. So again, you have to be extremely cautious, extremely aware of what you are doing, and making sure that if, God forbid, you're duped, and the best of us are, that you take the necessary precautions to protect yourself. Yeah, okay, Michelle, that part too. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Feminine Melanin says, I'd be annoyed at those who pay $350 for a fake coach, then go tell me they're broke. Family, get me with that. Yeah, listen, I have several Coach bags in my collection. That's another brand that when they came to the South Street Seaport, is where I bought a lot of mine from, that I went inside the store and purchased it. Because I know in the store, I'm going to get exactly what I want, exactly what I need. I'm not that confident going into other places. Like even going into a vintage shop, I would not be apt to buy a purse from there. Clothing, possibly, because those things, you could probably, get away with, if by chance it's not fake, it's not real. But for me, with bags, I'd rather go to a reputable retailer or the actual store to get it. I wanted, case in point, a YSL clutch. When I went to Paris for my birthday, we went into the YSL store and I bought my clutch. I could have easily gone to other stores, or I could have easily shopped on a reseller and purchased it, but I wanted the experience of going shopping for what I want, getting it, and having it, come with that presentation. Because to me, again, the part of buying luxury and the reason why I started this luxury channel is that I love the experience of the packaging and the craftsmanship and the care and the expertise that went into making that product. So when it comes to like, the YSL eyeshadow clutch, which I'm wearing today, I'm wearing actually these two colors here. I love this. I love the pack. Like, come on. Who doesn't love this? Very couture, very beautiful. The craftsmanship is excellent. It looks beautiful sitting on a vanity. And you just have this elevated experience that you will not see anywhere else. Michelle said, I have my mother's folding clutch from the 80s. It's in pristine condition. That's another thing. If you want to pass it down to other generations, again, keeping it in that pristine condition or keeping it in good condition, which is why, if I beat up my bags, I go and take it to the manufacturer to get them fixed, because should I ever want to resell it or pass it down to family members, I can do that with confidence, because I know that that bag will live on beyond me. And whoever is lucky enough to get my bag collection, and I know I do need to go through my collection, because I do want to give some to my niece and some to my sister, because I know she wants some of my bags too. I'm gonna give them first dibs before I do go and resell them with a reseller, and I will be doing that for some of my bags. But I feel like for me, I love it when I'm able to hand them down. Like, your mom handing it down to you, Michelle, I think is fantastic. Like, I love that. I love that. Yeah, why you buy a fake coach when you should just pay the light and gas bill? Yeah, I get it. I think a lot of people have a skewed perception of what they should value more. And for me, like I said, you should always have more money in the bank than you have in your closet. So for me, I wait on things until either I'm gifted with something or I can afford to get it myself. And I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting for what I want, because if it's anything worth having, it's worth waiting for. And I've always subscribed to that notion. Ray Sunshine, welcome in. She says, I should have saved the clutches I found. Yeah. I'm telling you, a lot of these clutches and bags that were made in like the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, those bags are worth so much money in the resale market right now. So much money. And I love vintage bags. I love having a bag that you cannot readily get everywhere. I love the flex of that. I love that, I have something that you can't readily get, and I have something that I am passionate about and I really, really want. So, case in point, I wanted a mini bag that's a waist bag, but you can also wear it as a crossbody from Louis Vuitton. And this was on my Christmas wish list. And I told you all that I got this bag. So I'm going to bring it out. Hang on a second. Let me stop my camera so I can go and grab it and show you all my Christmas bag. So I actually wore this today because we went to the movies. So this is the bag. So cute. The front is pony hair, and it has the XL logo on it in gold, like gold dice. And this is leather too. It's trimmed in leather. Everything else is pony hair. On the back, it is leather as well. And then the straps, which can, like I said, be used as a crossbody or as a waist bag. Adjustable straps here. And inside, I have a bunch of stuff in here. So inside, I have a YSL mirror. I have my authentication materials, which I always leave in my bags in that pocket. I have, let me see. I have my new Dior lipstick, which I'm going to add to what I have here. I had on YSL, but this is a new Dior lip balm. So good. You'll see me doing this in a trying new makeup video. And then I have my YSL card holder, which has my cards and some money. Oh, and I have a mini diptyque fragrance sample that I have in here because I always want to include some perfume just in case I need to spritz on the go. So that is everything that this bag can hold. I love it for like running errands. I used this when I went to Atlanta because it's very convenient. It holds all of the necessities that I would need for the day, and I just adored this bag. So that was my holiday gift. Hey, hugs to you too. Yes, Happy New Year. For maybe the cheap purse handles for me. Listen, I packed my Alma with so much stuff that I literally ripped the handles off of the bag. with all the stuff that I pack. I'm a huge overpacker and overstuffer in my bags. So I'm being very mindful now to make sure, especially when it comes to Louis Vuitton, that I don't overstuff my bags. Like being really, really careful. Michelle said we had to have an intervention with my sister. She had purchased multiple fakes. It was a sad time in my family. My sister says she's going to keep doing it and stormed out. So listen, this is how I feel. When you buy multiple of these fake bags, when you add it all up, you could have bought one, maybe two real bags with the amount of money that you spent on the fake bags. So I get it. I had someone in my family that used to buy the fakes all the time. And I'm like, dude, like, why? Why do it? Why? Because it makes no sense to me why you would spend all that money to buy a fake when you could have bought one original and real version. Ray Sunshine is praying for you, Michelle. Feminine Melon saying, hey, Ray. Hey, Trap Vision. How are you? Happy New Year. Where my bae at? You know, I always ask for my boo, your wifey. Yes, welcome in. Welcome in. Guys, don't forget to thumbs up. Hey, TC. Hey, TC. All right, let's see where we are with our poll. Let me take a look at that. So, where are we with this? All right, so 75% of you said I'm going for the Birkin. 25 of you said I'm going to do a Wirkin. So, okay, so most of you are like, yes, I want to do the real thing. All right, so you've been seeing this all night. On the left, we have a Birkin. On the right, we have a Birkin. Which is a real Birkin and which one is a Firkin? So I'm going to put up this poll and we're going to see what say you, babes. Which is real? Left or right? I know Feminine Melanin said she's going for the right. But let me know. What say you? Left or right? The poll is up. And let me know what you think. All right, let's see what everybody else is saying. Hey, HBCU Queen. Yes, thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year indeed to everybody. Awesome. Listen, don't forget. Hey, Maritza. Hi. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Listen, you got to be subscribed to get Bellafied. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already doing so. We've got a lot of fun things in this year for us. So stick around, stick around. TC says, I think both bags are beautiful. I myself like more of a crossover bag, like the one Eddie Murphy had in Coming to America. Okay. Yeah, I get it. The clutch is LV. Oh, okay. You have a LV clutch. Nice. I have the Pouchette. Now I have this one. So I think those are only two small bags I have. I think I might have some stored away that I forgot about, which is quite possible. Quite possible. Oh, that is sight. I want a small crossover bag big enough to hold just enough. Often I see it's too little or too big. Yeah, same with me. I think for me, why I wanted this again, goes back to what I was saying earlier in this broadcast. I love getting bags that you don't often see, right? I don't often see people with this bag. It's very rare. I forget when it came out, but I want to say it came out in the 90s. I have to look inside and look at my authenticity card and see when it came. But what fascinated me about this bag, one, was the pony hair. I love pony hair. I love, love, love pony hair. I have a lot of pony hair shoes. Two, I love this damier pattern, and I don't have this pattern in any of my other things. I have either the classic LV or some other version, but I don't have this version. And I've always thought that this version was very classy, very upscale, high end. I like it. So I love this. And then the colors in here are neutral. They're tan and brown, which goes with a lot of things that I wear. So whether I'm wearing something with a little color or whether I'm wearing something that's a neutral, this pops. When I wore it, like I said, to Atlanta, I wore a lot of like lounge wear because I knew I was going to be crawling on the floor with my grandson and just, playing around with him. And so I wanted to wear comfortable items. So I picked that also because, as I'm running errands and buying his Christmas gifts and doing all that stuff, I wanted something that I can just reach in the bag and pull out what I needed to and just keep going. I didn't want to have the burden of like having something on my arm. I did bring my YSL bag, but I really did not use it. I mostly use that bag. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, sorry, I said that. Oh, you meant to say nice. Okay, I didn't know what that meant. She said it's nice. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hi, Maritza. Hi, TC. Um, yeah, a cheap handle, start to tear or crack, even break. That's not nice. Yeah. Well, again, I don't have a counterfeit. That's a real bag, but I overloaded it several times, and I think the pull of the heaviness of the bag was just too much for my bag. So I definitely need to get it fixed if I want to rewear it. She has real bags. Who has real bags? Your sister has real bags now? Or are you talking about me? I know I got real bags. I don't have no fake bags. I don't do that. I don't do that. And like I said, I was thinking about, oh please. Sorry guys. Allergies are killing me right now. I thought about getting, for the purposes of this live stream, thought about getting the Walmart version of it. But then I was like, why? Why get that? Because I'm definitely not going to use it that often. So it would probably just sit there and take up space. So I'm glad that the babe talked me out of getting it, because I wouldn't have worn it as much. I wouldn't have worn it as much. All right, let me see what the poll is looking like. Oh, you guys have to do the poll. The poll is in the chat. I don't see anybody doing the poll yet. So you have to let me know which is real, the left or the right. Which is real, the right or the left? Right or left? Left or right? Let me know. Let me know. Vote, 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 babes. And I think I'm going to open this up to my babes as a community post and see what you all think about it. Because I really, like I said, if I did not put this together and know which one is real and which one was fake, I'm telling you, I would have had a little bit of hard time with it. Now that I see them both together, I do see the nuances between the real and the fake. And there are plenty. There are plenty of nuances and differences between the real and the fake. So there's definitely huge disparities between the two. I'm excited to tell you which one is real. So you gotta vote. You guys gotta vote. Let me know what you think. Real on the right or real on the left? I still don't see anybody in the polls. Are you guys here? Let me refresh because I don't see anybody voting. Yeah, I don't see anybody voting. Vote, please. Vote, please. We gotta vote. All right. While I'm waiting for you to vote, couple things this week. I have some videos that I'm going to be posting. I'm going to post one on either Friday or Saturday, but you'll definitely get one this weekend. Sunday Sips is going on. I will do a Sunday Sips on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, BDBGP, there is a poll in the comment section of the chat. We are voting which is real. The left, is that the Birkin bag, or is the right the Birkin bag? So we are voting. So please put it in the chat, in the poll. Which one do you think is a real bag? The left one or the right one? The left one or the right one? Oh, you voted? You voted for the left? Okay. All right. All right. Let me see who else voted. Oh, it's just you for right now. It's just you voting. All right. Let me see if I can bring some other people into the mix, because we need to vote. Let me see if I can share this out. Whew. Oh, yeah, so Sunday Sips will happen. Okay. I saw RIP Wayne trending on Twitter, and I'm like, did Lil Wayne die? Y'all, Lil Wayne is still with us. I don't know who the Wayne is that they talking about, but it ain't Lil Wayne. So I'm good. I'm good. Y'all, don't forget to vote, and don't forget to thumbs up this video and share it out to your friends, CFOs, all you know, and let them know how much fun we are having over here at Brown Girl Bella. We have a good time. Let's see. All right. Let's do this. For some reason, there's like a lag going on. Lil Wayne sounds like he's dying with that voice. Mm, mm. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I really feel like with all of that drug use and his penchant for that syrup that he still uses, I'm like, why are you still sipping on the syrup? Didn't we already tell you that's a killer for you? Like, I don't understand why you still doing that. And yet, alas, he is. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who the Wayne is that they talking about. I'm just glad it's not Little Wayne. I'm just glad. Are you talking about your sister? My sister has always had real bags. Theta is why I felt the need for intervention. It was our behavior for her. Okay, so she always had real bags, but then she started buying the counterfeit bags. Well, let me tell you, she's not alone because you don't see the poll. Let me see if I can pin it. Used to be able to pin it. Let me see. It's in here. Let's see. I'm trying to pin it to the top. Hang on a second. I'm just seeing if I can pin it because I put it in, but I don't know if I can pin it. Let's see. See the Birkin or the Workin. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. Oof. Oh man, that's crazy. Why can't I pin this? I see it in here, but it's not letting me pin it. Oh, I see you guys are voting, so hopefully you see it. You might have to scroll up, Michelle, because for some reason I can't pin it, which I've always been able to do. I don't know why I'm not able to do it now. To those who came back in or who came in, hey, Niecy Pooh. Hey, how are you? While you left the other day when I was doing the giveaway. You missed the giveaway. You missed the giveaway, Niecy Pooh. I gave away a gift bag with some of the things that we were talking about in the Bella Awards, the Best in Beauty. So I gave away a gift bag with some nominees. Some winners are in there. And by the time I was ready to do the giveaway, there was like 3 people left. And I told y'all, don't leave. Adding back some blush. And y'all left. I was like, what happened? So shout out and congratulations to Lock Maiden. She won the giveaway. So I'm going to be putting some additional things in there because she gave me her what she wears in concealer. So that helped me kind of figure out what I can give her in other products. So she's going to get a little bit more than what I was planning on doing. So you see it now, Michelle? Yeah, refresh it to see. You were cooking and your phone was about to die. Ah, okay. Michelle, you say right is real. Okay. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. Let me see. So I've got 67% said the left is real, and 33% of you said the right is real. So if you said the left is real, you are correct. That is a genuine Hermes bag. The right is from our friends at Walmart. So the left bag is real. Left bag is real, y'all. Again, this goes to show that when the bag is closed, you'd be hard pressed to figure out what is real. But now that you know the left is real and the right is not, when you look at the left, the handles are different, right? The hardware, here, let me see if I can make it even bigger. Okay, so you see the hardware on the right, on the left is different from the hardware on the right. The little handles that hold the straps are more narrow than the one that's on the right. The clasp that's in the center is more narrow and smaller than the one on the right, which is thicker and shorter. Then when it comes to the lock, yes, you can put the lock from the Hermes bag actually on the little hole that's in the turn lock clasp to put the lock in so that it looks like the one on the right. But the the key that is here and dangling from the left, you do have a key and that same dangle on the Walmart version, but the handles of the straps, rather, of the handle on the Walmart version is thicker than the actual real version that is featured on the left. So those are the outside nuances. But as I said before, there are a lot of nuances inside the bag that you just don't get with the counterfeit version. There are some that the inside pouch is glued on and not hand stitched on. So that's a telltale and a dead giveaway. Also, like I said, the imprints that Hermes puts inside the bag that you really have to dig for in order to get to it. But those who work for Hermes know where to find it and know where to look for it. But to the untrained, naked eye, you're not going to know where to look for that. So those are kind of the inside telltales that separate the real from the counterfeit. And if you look across any of the designer bags, you will see that the real ones always take an extra step that the counterfeits just don't take. One, because they don't believe that we are seasoned enough to know what to look for, because many of us don't know what to look for when it comes to real versus counterfeit. We rely on others to let us know what is real and what is counterfeit. However, if you buy things in the store and you ask them, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze again, but it was just a yawn. Sorry, guys. But if you ask them as you're purchasing the bag, what are the authentication tales that I can use to determine whether bags like these are real or not? They will show, well, a real good essay will actually show you. In in Paris, when I went and I got my clutch bag, I asked Lucia, who is a Italy native. That's why I had Italy on the brain. She is an Italy native, but she moved to Paris and she works at the YSL store in Paris. So she showed me what to look for in my clutches and what to look for in the Lulu bag, which I said I wanted. She was like, well, if you get the Lulu bag, this is what you need to look for to see whether or not it's authentic. And so she showed that to me. Now, I'm not going to show y'all here because guess what? That's private. And if you want to know, you can book a session with me and I will tell you, which is something else that I'm going to be starting in the new year. Some personal stuff. Look, Michelle, look, I had to buy a real bag from the YSL store in order to get this information. So I'm not going to be giving up for free 99. Not for free 99. Not for free 99, Michelle. But if you pay me, I might. So, yes, for all of you who are in the clouds, the bag on the left is our real Hermes bag. The one on the right is our Walmart special. So, again, there's nothing like the real thing, babes, to me. But guess what? I don't control your purses. I don't control your pocketbooks. I don't control your wallets. So, what you want to buy or not buy is ultimately your choice to make. What I like to do here is what I always like to do here on my channel, and that is present you all with the options. The ultimate choice is yours to make. Thank you all for joining us tonight, for coming in, for hanging out, for participating in the polls, for thumbs up, and all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Thank you so much. I so appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. Like I always say, you could go anywhere, but you came here, and I like to think that got a little something to do with it. While you come here. But look for more in 2025. It's going to get greater. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get bolder. It's going to get better. I have so much content that I want to release to you guys, so many discussions that I want us to have in 2025, and I cannot wait to have it with you all. On Sunday Sips, we're going to be trying new makeup. I'm going to do yet another look with these YSL clutches. I have 2 of them, and I also want to throw in some other different makeup and do like a little matchup of YSL and another brand. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up on Sunday Sips. Like I said, I have some videos that I'm going to be editing and uploading for you guys. It'll happen either Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you have those notification bells on. And if you're new and you like what I do, don't forget to subscribe. You got to subscribe to get Bellafied, baby. And don't forget to tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I upload, post, or go live. Until next time, babes, you have now been Bellafied. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.